This time Travelogue will take you to Salento, the southeastern extremity of the Apulia region of Italy, also known as the Hill of the Italian Boot. Follow us to take a trip on the Mediterranean Sea and have an interesting sailor's lunch.
We reach Lecce, the 2,000-year-old city perching on the hill of the Italian peninsula. Most Chinese people will be familiar with the name because of the famous Italian football club that is right here. Elena! Hi! Fantastic to see you. Brilliant to see you. I'm great, thanks. How are you?
That's fantastic.
Elena's kindly offered to show me around the place. Lecce, so this is Lecce.
Yes, Lecce is my town, and it is a real wonder of Baroque architecture. It is well acclaimed as one of the best examples of Baroque style.
And this is the plaza, the center point, right?
It is the main piazza. It's called the Piazza San Teronzo, where mostly commercial activities take place. And it is surrounded by narrow streets with lovely palaces, with amazing Baroque facade, but we will see it together.
Excellent. Let's go. Lecce is easily accessible by airport in Brindisi. Otherwise, national trains are efficient and affordable, stretching all over the country. So we're looking for...
Welcome in Piazzetta Gabriele
Whoa,
Riccardi.
This is the church. Oh my
Great,
God,
isn't
it's
it?
beautiful.
Isn't it? I'm fond of this
You
basilica.
must be. It's
Basilica of the Holy Cross. It dates back of the 17th century, and you can see this incredible, splendid facade, all ornamented.
Yeah, it's very Baroque style, isn't it? It's so detailed and elegant.
And also look at the number of the cherubs around that wonderful rose windows.
Beautiful.
It is incredible.
Yeah, they've got faces poking out everywhere.
They represent prosperity, abundance, happiness, joy. So whatever is good and positive, they are just there. On the left, you see a face of a man.
Ah, this one, the very big nose. Who's that?
He is the architect.
Although if that was me, I'd think I'd make my nose a little bit smaller. Because of the rich Baroque and architectural monuments found in the city, Lecce is commonly nicknamed the Florence of the South.
We usually have fantastic events in summer, concerts.
In the
yes, but also wine testing, food testing, and there are several stands here and many people. Yes, that's very lovely.
Most of the monuments are around Piazza Oronzo, making them easy to find once you reach the piazza. The Roman amphitheatre, built in the 2nd century, was able to seat more than 25,000 people. You'll now find it half buried, as other layers of the town were built above it over the centuries.
Okay.
And before I go, is there anything else I should...
For sure, you cannot miss a papier-mâché shop where you...
Yes, I heard about them.
Okay,
Where can I find one of them?
I show you. You have to go this way, walk this way, and then turn on the right, and the papier-mâché shop is just in front of you. It's so nice, so cute.
Perfect.
Okay.
Elena, thank you so much for showing me around. It's been fantastic seeing you again.
Okay, my friend.
Ciao, ciao. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. Walking around the town of Lecce, or in fact anywhere in Salento, you might discover little statuettes in the window shops which appear to be made of stone, but in fact are made of something very, very different. Let's go and find out. Literally, papier-mâché means holding paper together. So we're here to discover the ancient art of cartapesta, or papier-mâché, and the art that actually dates back to the 1700s. Am I right, Giorgio?
Yes, you're right.
We start actually with what is a clay figure, a very skinny little man sitting here, and we just put the papier-mâché on, right?
Yes. They glue, and then we can dress up our statue. About 4 straights of this paper.
It's very impressive actually, because it looks like they're made of stone when you see the finished product. You've got some.
It does look like stone, yeah.
Yeah.
It's only paper and glue.
And so I think I was reading they used paper and these materials originally because it was quite a poor area and they didn't have the
Exactly.
material.
And for example, the glue is made only of water and flour. What Contino is doing now is creating the shape for, the trousers.
And since the maché master himself is here, how could I miss the chance to try it out?
This takes me back to my childhood days when I used to make paper mache, not people, but balloons. Just heads.
Back to arts and crafts lessons. Let the creativity flow.
Does he have a Sorry? Sorry.
Paper, glue and scissors. It sounds simple enough.
Well, let's get your trousers on, young man. Okay.
Okay, so I might not be the best tailor out there, but surely my painting skills will redeem me. Ta-da!
So I'm going to carry on here, but back at home, have a bash at this yourself, get out some paper mache, get the glue on the go, and you can try and make your own little statuette, or you can come and see it for reality here in Salento. So of course you can't visit Salento without sampling some of its most famous pasta dishes on offer, but this time I'm not heading to a restaurant to do it, I'm going hands-on. Silvestro, hi.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you, lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for inviting me to your cooking
Truly my
school.
pleasure. Come on in, let me show you around.
Thank you.
This is our entranceway with all the pictures from our website.
Okay, this doesn't look much like a school.
No, it's a bit different because we teach regional cooking, which is definitely very, very different than the cooking of, say, restaurants. It's definitely much more of a home cooking.
Yeah, it's got a very homely feel around here, hasn't it?
I live here.
Makes sense.
So let me show you this one. This is a very typical plate that has the rooster, which is the symbol of Puglia.
And have we got the kitchen through here?
No, this is another room we have right here. This is where we eat when it's cold. These are all the typical products our students put up. And
wow.
We have as a school.
God, your students have it good. I wish my school was like this.
Yeah.
So do I fly the kitchen through here?
Yes, that's it. This is...
Wow. This is like my dream kitchen. You know how kitchen envy I am right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
This was formerly a stable, and over the course of about a year and a half,
cool.
I converted it into the kitchen. Yeah, you can see the rings for the horses.
Yeah, of course.
Would you like to learn some...
I'd love to. What have we got on the go today?
Well, let me show you. So, if you have I'll get you an apron. But I think we should make this. It's a local form of pasta. It's kind of fun to make.
What does it mean?
Little Mexican hats. Okay, well, we're going to make... the recipe for making pasta here is always the same. And this is the southern part of Puglia, in Salento. We're going to use hard durum wheat, which is very yellow, and barley flour.
We use two different types of flour.
Rolling pin's made from olive wood. So we're going to start rolling this out. About that thick. So just take this is a real expensive tool. Yeah, so just take a water glass and cut right to the edge. Just push down. Twist a little bit. So make a little moon.
Okay.
Yeah. So then this is, then take your knife and make a half moon. So you take overlap like this. You make a little cone.
Okay.
You just pinch it closed. Little hat, kind of a thing. And you hit it.
Oh, wow. Check that out. Your own little sombrero. Beautiful. So we've come to what I have to say is my favourite bit of cooking, the tasting. And they've incredibly managed to maintain their shapes here as well. And so what you've done is just simply toss it in very fresh tomatoes.
And then we just have a little bit of fresh basil.
Yeah, which I picked myself
and
from your garden.
Yes, we have a very nice garden. And you can see the pasta is much chewier here than you might be interested.
Should we make a toast?
Facciamo un brindisi?
Facciamo un brindisi.
Salute.
Salute.
Lecce is easily accessible by the airport in Brindisi. Otherwise, national trains are efficient and affordable, stretching all over the country. Alternatively, rent a car and take a road trip. It'll cost between 50 to 100 euros per day. Paper mache is a great local souvenir of Lecce, ranging from 50 to 100 euros due to the different sizes and craftsmanship. Many people go to Salento to learn the typical rustico recipes of the region's cuisine. Log on to commence your cooking journey. Coming up next. Well, one activity not to be missed out on is to wind down on, in and with the sea. Yes, I'm at the Mediterranean, or more specifically, the stretch of water surrounding Otranto.
Isabel,
Yes.
we have to hoist the sail. You can help me?
Yes, I was relaxing, but I will help you. Is it tricky?
And I'm learning to sail. Tourists can easily rent boats here and yachts for 1 or more days and be guided by professionals to the best places along the coast. Sounding a tad luxurious? Well, in fact, these trips will set you back just 70 euros, including a typical local lunch on board. It is well known that arugula, olive oil, mozzarella cheese and tomatoes complete a whole Italian lunch. But this time we have something quite unique. Freezer!
So actually, freezer is a very typical of this area. It's normally eaten with tomatoes, a bit of rocket, maybe some mozzarella, right, or other cheeses, which you brought up here. And it's actually called the sailor's bread because it's so hard. They actually cook it twice. Is that right? Yeah. So it's cooked twice in the same flavour to give it that hardness. And then obviously you don't need to store it, so you can carry it on the boat and keep it for months, and we can sail out to sea, can't we?
Having packed in a hearty lunch, we pull into the shore of Otranto, located on the east coast of the Salento Peninsula. This is an enchanting small town overlooking the sea. It is also characterised by a vital and dynamic local life. Once inside its narrow and rustic streets, during the months of June to September, you will find it so crowded that it might feel like every European has come on holiday here.
Now these sandals, these are the type of shoes that are very, very typical of Otranto. You can see there's a huge variety of them. Let's go up here because it's a bit quieter. In all shapes and sizes and styles. I personally quite like these pair, but if you do happen to come here, make sure you get them with this little sign on them. It says made in Otranto, basically, because you don't want the fake ones that have been flown in from elsewhere. They're all leather, they're all handmade, and that's definitely a souvenir not to miss out on if you do get the chance to come here.
In fact, Otranto is one of the busiest holiday destinations in Italy for both Europeans and Italians themselves. Leather products and local snacks are the souvenirs of choice.
We'll check out the whole stack of local produce you can get here in Otranto. My personal favourite being, of course, the tarellini. You can get them in all different flavours. Of course, my personal favourite are the ones covered in a lot of sugar. These ones are raspberry flavoured, so my family are going to be getting a lot of these as a souvenir back home.
Spotted the crowd gathering at the seafront? Well, don't disappear till you've watched the sun do it first. Spezia is another small town providing a great example of Salento's rustic look, without the crowd of tourists. Here we stumble across a local folk dance called the pizzica, referring to the bite of a spider. Legend has it that these fast-paced rhythmic moves were supposed to help victims of tarantula spiders get rid of lethal poisons lurking inside them. Just pretend you're bitten by some super spider. Not too hard to imitate. Go away, poison, get out of my body! To reach Otranto, you have to first reach Lecce by train or Brindisi by plane or train, then catch the local buses to Otranto. A one-day sailing boat tour costs €70 per person. Lunch with typical Salento products is included. Otranto is famous for its leather products such as sandals, costing around €25 a pair. And don't miss the charming views of Spezia, just 1 hour's drive away from Lecce. Coming up next. You'll find many caves stretching above and below the coasts of Salento, the most renowned of which are the caves of Zinzalusa.
The Baron himself made his daughter dress in poverty and in rags and banished her to this particular cave. The daughter cried and cried her little heart out, and a magical fairy came, rescued her from the cave, freed her. She went off and married a prince, of course, and her rags were blown away by the wind and apparently still hang there in the ceiling and the entrance of the cave. Apparently they're turned to stone.
Situated just south of Otranto and 3 kilometres north of Castro, Zinzalusa is only an hour's drive from most of the resorts.
Wow, I'm excited. You can see the stalagmites up here.
Small boats serviced by a timber pier offer affordable voyages to the cave. We are extremely lucky to have Professor Nini to accompany us, and his son Luca.
The legend must be true. I can see all the rags.
Yeah, those are the rags.
These are the rags.
That, from where the cave takes the name, Zinzalusa, means rags.
Wow, that princess must have been wearing a lot of rags.
Yeah, quite a lot. She was big.
Can we take a look inside?
Yeah, we can go.
Excellent. Down here?
That's the Cocito. It's the deepest part of the cave, where the Baron of Castro was thrown.
This is where the Baron was thrown, okay.
Well, I have to say I have seen countless caves along our getaways, but this one in particular stands out as keeping its original look as much as possible. No tacky disco lights, no artificial pathways, just millions of years of natural formations.
Oh, how old is this one?
No,
it's
please
huge.
don't touch it. Actually, it's still growing, so if you touch it, you change the pH, so it stops growing if you touch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So if we want to have a bigger stalagmite...
Yeah. How much bigger can it be there? It looks like a huge candle.
Yeah, it looks like a huge candle. If you see, this is the living part because it's whiter, and this is the dead part because it's been touched too much.
I really... Nini! Hi, how's it going? What are you looking at up here?
This were an old stalagmite. So, but when make this place for the people, it's broke.
This broke up here.
50 years ago, and this means that this little stalagmite
is 50 years old.
Is 60 years old.
60 years old. Wow. So I need to come back when I'm 80, and it'll be about this big.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, it's warmed up right now, but don't forget to bring that extra layer of clothing because it's pretty chilly in there. From your own private villas to budget hostels, I've gone for a full range hotel, including all the facilities I need on a holiday. From a pool, spa, to of course your very own private beach. Well, of course, a visit to Salento isn't complete without a trip to the seaside. You can immediately feel the pulse of southern Italy chill out and slow down, so you've just got to get involved with this